Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to a review for the Season 7 of Fortnite. I thought I'd do this video considering in a couple days, I'm looking at it now, 45 hours till the new season comes out. And I gotta say, I wasn't really that impressed with this season, honestly. Other ones were much better. Season 4, for example, I felt like that was a great season. Bringing in all the superhero stuff, really changing up the map more so than they'd done before. That was really good. But there's not really been I say there's not really been too much of that. I suppose absolutely freezing that bottom left part of the map and putting in a couple new things, fair enough. Okay then. So on the board behind me, I've written down lots of talking points. Purposely kept off half the board because it's got planned videos on it. Can't see that. But yeah, lots of things to talk about. I've written it in no particular order. It was just the way that it come to me. So first things first, aeroplanes. Oh dear. When they first come out, they were the most broken thing going. Just able to straight through any sort of building. Ridiculous. And you'd think that a vehicle travelling at such speed with a propeller on the front of it would mince someone when you hit them with it, but no, it does no damage when you hit them with it. And then that has to be constantly changed throughout this entire season of how much damage somebody took when you destroyed their plane when they were flying in it, because originally it was nothing, and then I believe they made it 20 damage, and then they made it 50 health damage, and now they've changed it to 50 of whatever you have first. So if you've got shield, it will take your shield off instead. And now, finally, they can no longer go through buildings and structures and stuff, which makes sense because, you fly a plane into a building, the plane ain't gonna survive that. Battle pass items. Now, honestly, I didn't really think much of this battle pass either. I know it went over Christmas and all that sort of stuff, and I'm a bit of a humbug, but some of it was just, Christmas related. Don't care for it. I'm just having a look, refresh my mind of what there is. But some of the dances and stuff as well. Some of the dances in other seasons were much better. So season 2, Floss. Look how much influence that had on just the world. No matter where you go, even still now, you see kids just giving it the floss for no reason. Orange Justice has had a lot of love on the internet. I've not taken that off since I've put it on. It still cracks me up. But I even some of the unlockable character skins I thought were a bit naff. And the now you can put camouflage on your guns, with the wraps. Not just on your guns, but on vehicles and stuff as well. Which, yeah, it's interesting. It shakes it up a little bit, but I don't really feel like it's something that this game really needed. I don't know. I just don't feel like it was all that important. Yeah, fair enough. Changing it up, putting something else new in the game, but it's just not something that I really thought was extremely necessary. Build speed. Build speed is the next thing. So when I get into a battle on Fortnite, I like to shoot. I like to have an actual fight with someone, not have a base war. Which stresses me out. I much prefer to just go in straight for the kill. It's very rare that I build unless I'm putting up one piece of material or something to try and run away from, don't know, a big bad situation. But making the build speed as extreme as they did, making it faster, and then most recently making it even faster, so 0.05 second delay in between building, that's just ridiculous. You used to be able to keep firing at someone and either run through their build, if you're pushing up against it, and kill them, or bullets would have a chance to get through. But now, none of that at all. You just gotta hope for the best. You gotta hope that they run out of material before you run out of ammo, which is just ridiculous. Some of the items that have been vaulted this season are absolutely ridiculous as well. Like, I saw they recently vaulted the grenade. Why? The grenade's pretty standard. No reason for that to be vaulted. Klinger didn't exactly last too long. Boombox, they only just brought that out, and then they like naffed that off. Same with the sword. Brought the sword out, was like, nope, goodbye. Doesn't make any sense. Like, vaulting items. Next thing on the agenda, vaults. I wrote vaults, but the bunkers across the map, they've been there for, well, obviously the one in Wayland Woods has been there for a long time. I think since season 4 or the end of season 3. I can't remember when that went in. Probably 4. And now there's one on the south side of the map as well. What's going to happen there? Are they actually going to open next season? Who knows? But on to next season, pirates. That actually, like, I feel like that's going to have some promise. I don't know why. Pirates, I just find cool. I think that they're interesting. So I imagine that they're probably going to like have some cool skins for that. But like having like an animal or some sort of like creature on your back as well for like the back bling. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, maybe they could have like a small like monkey or something. I don't know why I've got like an image of like a buccaneer in my head and like a monkey there, or most famously a parrot would make more sense. Other BR games. So people think that with Apex coming out and stuff, that it's gonna kill Fortnite, but they're such different games, like completely different games. Apex is kind of like a much more, I would say much more serious, but it's like whenever you play a game of Apex, you're like, say like if I'm playing it with Brett, we'll be sitting there, we'll be like tactical, we'll be like thinking things out, and our teammates just like, gives it the Leroy Jenkins and just sprints off into groups of enemies and dies for no reason. It's like, what are you doing, man? Or like somebody will get spotted like way in the distance, you ping it, and then your teammate just starts firing from like 200 meters away, and you're just left with a question mark above your nut. Makes no sense. But it's a completely different sort of format as well, like being able to revive your teammates and so on and so forth. Like, it is a different thing. Everybody has their own game. This is much more childish and cartoony, and I don't know, I feel like more fun can be had on this. I feel like this is easier. If you want a more intense experience, go for Apex, and if you want an even more intense experience than that, go to PUBG. If you want an even more cartoony experience, like there's other things out there, like what's it called? Totally Accurate Battlegrounds or something like that. It's something like that. I don't remember. Like, that's just that is ridiculous. It's like ragdoll physics. This season brought out creative mode, which, yeah, I feel like that's cool. But again, is it really necessary? Don't know. Yeah, it allows people to like have fun, like making the thing, but like it's still something that they brought out, and I just have no interest in. Like, fair enough, people are interested in it, but like for me, meh. Like, I'm never gonna go into creative mode and like try and build anything. I'm never gonna go into creative mode and explore other people's islands. Nah. Like, you want to play Fortnite to have like a battle royale experience. You don't want to go on Fortnite to go traipsing around someone's like creation. But that's just my opinion. Hoverboards. They were advertised very early on in this season and only just recently come out, and they're only here for a limited time. And what's the point? What is the point? I just find that silly. And the limited time mode that they had with the hoverboards was a bit naff, honestly. Yeah, the limited time modes were a bit meh. It's kind of like when the limited time modes first come out, it was really cool. It was like, oh, you've got like a couple days or a week to play this, or 50 versus 50. I was like, oh my god, like, it was amazing. Like, it was, I don't know, it was just a really exciting concept. And then it was like snipers or shotguns, and like when they brought out the jetpacks, oh yeah, shotguns and jetpacks and so on and so forth. Like, some stuff I really like, but Rumble, it's like, that was like a limited time mode, but now it's just like a permanent fixture, and I gotta say, I'm really quite bored of Team Rumble. Like, it's just the thing of the respawn. Like, I normally rack up around 20 kills per game, if it's a good game. Never really any less than 12. So somewhere between like 12 and 20 like per game. But it just makes you think, like, who is in Rumble? Like, is it just all the people that like can't actually play like the regular version? Like, it just feels like too easy for me. Like, it's filled with, I don't know, all the people who aren't really that like good at the game. But like, fair enough, like, whatever. But I don't know, it just gets boring. Just like respawn, fly in, bang bang bang, kill a bunch of people, you get killed, respawn. It's just like, I don't know. Maybe it's because the circle's like quite large still. I feel like it covers too much of an area to have like that little people like fighting in an area and respawning. Although I suppose, to be fair, it's to stop you being killed as you're flying in. I think it's a really nice idea that they threw out them new challenges to give out the Season 8 Battle Pass for free. Like, some people say that that's only because they're scared of other games like Apex killing them, taking like their player base away. But I don't know, because they said a couple of years ago, like when Fortnite first came out and it was big and all that, like when it started getting big in 2017 or whatever it was, they said that in 2018 they were going to make the actual Fortnite like PvE game free, which they didn't make good on. Like, they've not made that free. Now, I'm someone where that still bothers me. Because it's like, well, you said that you're going to do something, like, do it. And think about the amount of money that they've probably made off of V-Bucks and stuff. Like, that could be one of the reasons why they're giving it out for free. They were like, yeah, we've made a bunch of money off of, like, little kids with V-Bucks. Why not give out this battle pass for free? If you like the game, you're dedicated to the game, you've done all the challenges, do all these challenges, and get free battle pass. I think that's a really cool idea, really nice idea. So well done for that. But this season overall, I don't know, I didn't really enjoy it, didn't really have much fun on it. Other ones, yeah, great, but this one, nah. But anyway, that's my opinion. Like, let me know whether or not you agree or disagree. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.